Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 190.3. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released September 9th, 2015, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Americatown number 2. As Owen struggles to survive in his new home, all he can think about is where his son might be. Next we have Bravest Warriors number 36, final issue. The Bravest Warriors face Bugcat one last time in the darkest depths of the galaxy with entire planets at stake, featuring a backup story by Jason Johnson, one of the showrunners behind the Bravest Warriors animated series. We've also got Clarence number 4. During a neighborhood barbecue, Clarence, Jeff, and Sumo find an empty refrigerator box on the sidewalk that they turn into a teleporter. Next we have Lantern City number 5 of 12, new story arc. After unwittingly saving Emperor Killian Grey's life, Sander is pulled deeper into the Guard and struggles with Kendall's mission to kill Grey. We've also got Sleepy Hollow Providence number 2 of 4, a terrifying biker gang of fairies known as the Wild Hunt has marked Jenny and is coming after her in the Eye of Providence. And we've got Tyson Hesse's Diesel number 1 of 4. Deandra Diesel isn't very good at anything. The daughter of the late Tungsten Diesel, she is yet to live up to her father's great reputation. Her childhood rival has inherited control over her family's airship and left Deandra with only job she's qualified for, picking up the trash. But all that changes when a mysterious flying engine crashes into Diesel's life and takes her on a journey through the skies. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Abe Sapien number 26. Abe left the BPRD to confront the monsters to which people said he was connected. Now he's found one, towering over a doomed Florida town, leading into a terrifying meeting of the minds as Abe dives headfirst into the questions of his own origins and purpose. Next we have Harrow County number 5. After uncovering Harrow County's twisted history and her own bizarre connection to the populace, Emmy forges a new and profound connection to the land and its creatures, but a familiar and sinister presence lurks just over the county lines. We've also got King Tiger number 2 of 4. King Tiger has secrets, dark truths about himself he dare not reveal, but his past and his destiny have been exposed, breaking the heart of the woman who loves him and pitting the mystic warrior alone against the dragon and its demonic progeny who seek the blood of the tiger. Next we have Mirror's Edge Exordium number 1. Leading up to the events of the highly anticipated new Mirror's Edge game comes an exhilarating comic prequel that delves into the story of Faith, one of the most celebrated heroines in video games. Dare to enter the fast-paced, high-stakes world of life on the Mirror's Edge. And we've got Rebels number 6. Seth Abbott started off a young, idealistic woodsman, but as the War of Independence draws to an end, it's a battle-hardened man that returns home to his wife. But is it that simple to lay down the rifle and return to the way things were? From Dynamite Entertainment, we have Alice Cooper vs. Chaos number 1 of 5. It's the ultimate heavy metal crossover as the original shock rocker meets the original death metal comic book universe. Bizarre nightmares are plaguing Evil Ernie, Chastity, and Purgatory, and though they hate each other's guts, they may have to join the teen monster team called The Chosen to find the one and only Alice Cooper. Next we have King Mandrake the Magician number 4 of 4. The world's greatest magician must stop the galaxy's most powerful demon from crushing the world. To be clear, this is a completely impossible task, but by golly, Mandrake's gonna try. We've also got Red Sonja Conan number 2 of 4. Red Sonja awakes bloodied and bruised to find she's missed the end of an epic battle. As she pieces together what happened, she discovers that Conan is missing and a local wizard has used Bloodroot to create a terrible weapon. Next we have Swords of Sorrow number 5 of 6. As the epic era-spanning tale rockets towards conclusion, reluctant heroines find themselves facing terrifying alternate versions of themselves on the road to the ultimate showdown with the Prince of All Worlds. Can even the combined forces of Kato, Red Sonja, Deja Thoris, Vampirella, Jungle Girl, Lady Zorro, and dozens more save reality? Join us for the penultimate chapter in what critics are calling the best crossover event of the summer. And we've got Vampirella Army of Darkness number 3 of 4. Ash's pals in 1300 AD are so happy to meet Vampirella that they introduce her to a friend of their own, Blackfriar Thomas, who wants to put her on trial as a witch. That is, a trial by ordeal. And with the massive dead-eyed onslaught imminent, what better time? From IDW Publishing, we have Angry Birds Super Angry Birds number 1 of 4. It's everyone's favorite Furious Fowl as you've never seen them before. A new group of would-be heroes with powers beyond mortal birds fight a covert war against King Pig and his minions. They are the Super Angry Birds. Next, we have Atomic Robo and the Ring of Fire number 1 of 5. Atomic Robo disappeared 2 years ago when Tesla Dyne was invaded by Majestic 12 and transformed into Ultra, a task force leveraging the U.S. surveillance and military industries against scientific pursuits deemed to be hazardous. Now, the few remaining action scientists finally have a plan to find Robo, but they've got to dive deep into Ultra territory to do it, and meanwhile giant monsters from the sea might destroy all of civilization. We've also got Boy 1 number 2 of 4. In the fast-approaching future, when the drug-addled heir of a genetic engineering company begins to investigate his company's murky past, he discovers he's the catalyst in a terrifying global event that will transform him and forever alter the course of human evolution. Next, we have Haunted Horror number 18, stories from various seducers of the innocent that were too ashamed to sign their names. We've also got Insufferable number 5. Galahad and Meg have discovered Nocturnus's hideout, but uncovering one mystery merely unlocks several more. What is the secret of the man who killed Galahad's mother? Next, we have Long Distance number 4 of 4. The littlest things have the biggest reactions. Carter does something seemingly insignificant that causes Lee to question their entire relationship. When everything is on the line, will Carter move? Will Lee move? Or is this the end of the line for our long-distance couple? We've also got Maxx Maxximized number 23. Sarah's horse, Max, takes her on a journey through a childhood maze of blankets draped over lawn chairs, and then she discovers Artie gone in a surreal hallucination. Meanwhile, a thug named Pablo picks the wrong dumpster to squirt mustard into as the threat of the yellow slug looms. Next, we have My Little Pony Friends Forever number 20. Discord has been having trouble sleeping, and bad sleep for Discord means trouble for anyone around him. Princess Luna delves into Discord's chaotic slumber to try and identify the source of the problem. We've also got Onyx number 2 of 4. The science fiction horror tale from Ryle and Rodriguez continues as Onyx and her new team of adversaries/allies face down the unbeatable menace infecting our planet. Next, we have Popeye Classics number 38. Ahoy! The laugh-filled cover story this ish is The Dog Who Wore a Crown. Arf, arf! Plus 4 more long and short form Bud Sagendorf hilarious stories, including OG What a Snozzle, the professor with the atomic brain. We've also got Sherlock Holmes, the 7% Solution number 2 of 5. Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes' brother Mycroft begin their scheme to help rescue Holmes from his demons. But can the great detective be deceived? The best-selling Sherlock Holmes novel by writer-director Nicholas Meyer comes to comics. Next, we have Star Trek Green Lantern number 3 of 6. The blockbuster crossover event of 2015 continues here as the galaxy explodes in a lantern-fueled war between the Federation and its enemies. Captain Kirk and the ring-bearing crew of the Enterprise must join forces with Hal Jordan to prevent the loss of entire civilizations as the identity of the villain behind it all is revealed. We've also got Star Trek New Visions Volume 8, The Survival Equation. Andrea, Rook, XO3, names that conjure grim memories for James Kirk. What then happens when the killer androids start showing up by the dozens? Plus a special guest star who's bound to surprise. Next, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Color Classics Volume 3 number 9, City at War Part 7. While Splinter faces off with the Rat King in the Dark Sewers, the TMNT are given an ominous invitation to a meeting with Karai. We've also got Tet number 1 of 4. Eugene Smith is desperate to leave Vietnam behind and begin a new life with the women he loves. But when a fellow Marine is brutally murdered, Eugene's plans are thrown away forever. All's fair in love and war, right? Writer Paul Allure and artist Paul Tucker present an extraordinary, heartfelt story of hard-boiled crime and star-crossed romance set at the height of the Vietnam War and the decades that followed. Next, we have Walt Disney Comics and Stories number 723, Search for the Zodiac Stone, Part 3 of 12. When grim, grinning Scottish ghosts come out to socialize, Uncle Scrooge, Donald, and Mickey are ready. And we have X-Files Season 11 number 2, Home Again, Part 1 of 2. Despite his fugitive status, Mulder continues to investigate X-Files along the highways and byways of America. His latest stop is a secluded farm, which he soon discovers to be the new home of the infamous Peacock family. From Image Comics, we have Astronauts in Trouble number 4. 50 years after Neil and Buzz's One Small Step, the world's richest man claims the moon as his own personal property, and Channel 7 is there. Next, we have Bitch Planet number 5. The bitches enter the arena for the very first Death Sport match. From 2014 Best Writer Eisner nominee Kelly Sue DeConnick and Valentine DeLandro with colorist Chris Peter and letterer Clayton Cowles. We've also got Bloodstrike number 2. All guns and ammo are pointed at Brigade as Bloodstrike fights to destroy Battlestone's transdimensional network. Next, we have Deadly Class number 16. Marcus's long, bloody freshman year at King's Dominion is coming to an end, and the final exam will cost him either his life or his soul. Don't miss the heartbreaking third arc finale of the dark teen drama. We've also got Faster Than Light number 1. In the very near future, we discover the secret of faster than light travel. Suddenly, the universe is wide open to us, but are we ready for it? With all the idealism of the original Star Trek and the grit and immediacy of Gravity, this story of humanity's first thrilling and terrifying adventures to the stars takes flight. Next, we have The Fuse number 14, Perihelion Part 2. The Fuse's annual Day of Chaos continues. Murder, riots, theft, politics, terrorism, and a break in the haircut killer case for Clem and Ralph. We've also got Headlopper number 1, action, adventure, fantasy, decapitation. Apocalyptic Girl creator Andrew McLean brings this critically acclaimed indie hit to Image Comics. The dark-humored quarterly adventure begins with a double-sized first issue with 80 pages of story and a premium pinup gallery for the regular price of just $5.99. Next, we have Injection number 5. Maria Kilbride goes underground to save a man from the sound of the haunted future. We've also got Legacy of Luther Strode number 3. The bullets are flying in Hong Kong as Luther goes up against the shooter, the last man standing between him and finding Kane. Next, we have Mice Templar 5 Night's End number 5 of 5. Legacy. The world has changed, yet for good or ill remains to be seen. For those mourning the deepest losses, the cost of transition has come at a too steep price. Faced with wounds that might never heal, the Denzians of the Shadow Time must come to terms with the small part they serve in the far larger drama, and Wotan demands one final sacrifice, the grand finale of an 8-year creator-owned vision. We've also got Outcast by Kirkman and Azekeda number 12. Close to home, our second story arc draws to a close as things spiral even more out of control. Kyle's attempts to set his life straight seem to just keep pulling him deeper and deeper into darkness. Next, we have Phonogram, the Immaterial Girl number 2 of 6. You will never look at Aha's Take On Me video in the same way ever again. We've also got Savior number 6. John Doe's past is finally revealed. Next, we have Starved number 4, part 1 of Blood and Sausages, aka Kitchen Battle, aka Culinary Mayhem, aka Starve. We've also got Virgil graphic novel. Betrayed, beaten, and banished by his own, an outed cop fights his way across Jamaica for revenge. Next, we have The Walking Dead number 146, A Breaking Point Reached. And we have The Wicked and the Divine number 14. Behind the music, Woden stayed back from the spotlight, but in this issue, we look beneath the mask. Shall we say it's the most audacious and experimental issue of WickDiv yet? I think so. From Valiant Entertainment, we have Ninjak number 7. Sanguine shatters the Shadow Wars. Ninjak goes head-to-head with the Shadow 7's toughest villain, Sanguine, but will his past come back to bite him before she does? As a conspiracy from Colin King's first days as a spy finally comes to light in the modern day, will Ninjak survive his deadliest battle yet? And what will be left of him? Red-hot artist Juan Jose Rip of Black Summer joins Matt Kent for the second 40-page chapter of the Shadow Wars, plus an all-new installment of Ninjak The Lost Files featuring artwork by Eisner Award-nominated artist Butch Goose. And we've got Unity number 22. We've met the enemy, and she is War. Warmonger has decimated countless generations of heroes in her endless quest to sow conflict and strife throughout the world, and she's already taken apart each member of Unity. If the team hopes to rally and stop the malevolent force of chaos, they'll need the help of one man Warmonger cannot defeat, the forgotten member of Unity. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. And you can now find He's Got Issues on eBay at he'sgotissues.com/eBay for great deals on comics, trades, and lots of superhero and pop culture merchandise. And of course, you can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.